Alrighty. Hello, and welcome to stream. We are back with another exciting session. Neon Divide Alternative. The session has already started, and I've been notified by GMs that we need to get in there as soon as possible. We do also have Renegade back in session today, so could be some exciting stuff going on there. Also, for some reason, my alerts won't pop up in the overlay, so I guess we'll just go without there. I'll have to check up in here anytime I hear something. But hello. Hope you've had a wonderful week so far. Already got my lozenge. We should be good to go for session. Let me double check everything. It's looking good. It's looking good. All right. Almost forgot the voice mod. Let's get that going. Test. Perfect. Righty. Welby Sloan. We should be good to go. Righty. About that, I've also had the privilege to finally trim down my notepad a bunch, so it's finally, I'd say, in a pretty up-to-date spot, and we don't have as many items on there. I'm going to take one more sip of water, and then we're going to quickly march our way over to the clinic. Because apparently we have received a notification that Boston removed his, forget the name of it, his heart rate monitor thingy, so it looked like he flatlined, so we're going to be quickly marching there after one last calibration. How are we looking? I'd say that's pretty good. Just make sure that is on. Alright. We're good to go. Got our rifle, got our pistol, we're on radio. Perfect. Let's get in there. Welby Sloan. Today is another day for business. I can tell it's going to take a bit for my throat to adjust. Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Sally sells seashells down by the seashore.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys.
How you feeling?
Good day.
Shit.
Man.
What happened to the guy?
I'm afraid that he's currently in the morgue.
Do you have any information on him? Like, do you have anything on him, or can I look at it?
I'll need to double check the notices, but I will most likely get that to you very soon.
Okay, appreciate it, sir. How much do I owe?
You'll receive a notice at a later time.
Okay, thank you. Is Cece okay?
Yeah, she's
I
fine,
believe
still
so,
got
yes.
nose.
Thank you, Sloan. Oh, before you go, it's gonna
Huh?
hold you a tank top with armor plating inside that has been shot several times. Could you fix this up for me, please?
Yeah, I can get to that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good day.
Mhm.
Sloan.
So it seems for the moment we're the only one on staff, but I have a distinct feeling that that will not last long. Iron Man Sloan, indeed. Good to see you again, Shen. Should be an interesting session. I do believe we should be expecting a visit from Hofstein, but Sloan doesn't know that. I'm also not sure what exact time in session that'll be. Bit of water. Alright. Gotta get that information for Boston. After that, we have some leads to follow up on. We need to follow up on the case with Benny and that stamp on the gun. We also need to find Cynthia. And then there's also O'Hare running around again. Which, just as a reminder, because it has been a while. Yippee! But as a reminder for Rinny, Cynthia is actually a shape changer that used to work at Valkyrie, but broke away and has been in hiding for a long time. And Sloan is one of the few people that knows all of the different identities she's had has all actually been O'Hare. But something has snapped in her psyche that she's now walking around again in the old suit of armor, which I believe Valkyrie is actively looking for. So, very interesting there. Hopefully it shouldn't be too long for the GMs here. I'm also noticing tracking is a little bit twitchy today. Hopefully that'll even out over time. My hip's kind of jumping around a bit. But yes, we are still... Oop. Hello, hello. I just need to get a reminder on all the information about the guy that shot Boston, because he asked about it.
Okay, that'd be more of a worthless thing then. Sorry.
No problem.
Let me take a quick ping and I'll let Worthless know. If I need to do anything right now.
That should be all I need for now.
Okay.
It is Cynthia, yeah. When you're ever unsure, just remember, it's Cynthia. But I imagine that there's probably quite a few mentally taxing things going on for Cynthia. Most likely our business with the whatchamacallit, the fine that we gave her would probably be one of them. Also, between sessions, we have a channel in the Discord called Channel 6 News, where it talks about, it's like an in-character news broadcast, and Trident just did a piece talking about the ship being attacked in the wasteland, and they spun it that a group of rebels jumped out and attacked and killed Miss Harper, and that Cynthia was suspected to be among them, so they've placed a lot of eyes on Cynthia at the moment. Even though we behind the scenes know it's not exactly how it played out, and that we've only issued a fine to Cynthia. But we do still need to find the other person that was in disguise with her. Which, of course, naturally, Sloan has a hunch that it's Wheeler. As long as the second fine gets dished out, then his job is done there. Because he is heartless at the moment, but a part of him is still there to try and temper completely selling out and hurting his friends. There are a lot of secrets that he does still have that he's holding. He's just sealed himself off emotionally for the moment. And physically. Might as well steal some tea whilst we have a second. A bit of water too. Refreshing. I suppose, yeah. Oh, yeah, also, bigger news. In that same broadcast, they announced that the bill for the demi-human rights did not pass for the moment. Which we out of character know is also because of the run that happened a few sessions ago. Where they replaced some of the votes. Well, well, well. That info will have to wait.
I suppose this is where Sloan likes to do his work. Speaking of
Good day,
which,
Doctor.
greetings, Mr. Sloan. How are you this evening?
As well as I can be. How can I help you?
I am making my way back into this facility as I am intrigued by the city, so to speak. I have some work here that I would like to oversee, and I am going to keep an eye on how you run things around in this clinic, if that would be suitable.
I'm no stranger to supervision. You can help yourself.
Of course, and do not mind my newest assistant.
Right.
Pleasure to meet you.
And your name?
If you'll excuse me.
Am I authorized to tell him?
You may inform him, but only him for right now.
We have
Pleasure
visitors.
to meet you.
I
Very
will
well.
have to wait. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Hello, good morning. Morning. I fell off of a balcony yesterday, so I'm just gonna give myself a quick rundown.
Go ahead.
You got a robot now?
We have visitors.
Oh, visitors. Hello. Cool. All right. Okay,
Oh, and
Bye.
I do wish to inform you that any contracts that were formerly around a Miss Harper have been cancelled.
Understood.
Coolio.
Is there any way I can assist, Doctor?
At the moment, no, I do not believe so, but it sounds as if you have a visitor. Was it that you said?
Wyverns, sir.
Wyverns, inform me, please.
It would seem one of them is injured and they're tending their injuries.
Oh, I see. May I observe this, process?
Of course, sir.
Very good.
And as you were saying,
Cuthbert.
Ah, pleasure to meet you. I am Autumn Hofstein.
a pleasure.
Likewise. I do have some vague memories of you in the past. Have you worked before? I do have some vague memories of you in the past. Have you worked before?
Most likely.
Oh, I fell off the roof yesterday, making sure none of the bones are broken.
A roof.
Yeah, by a roof I mean a walkway, and then I fell onto a wall and then onto another walkway.
I
Very
see.
embarrassing. Yeah. I popped a smoke
Doesn't
grenade
sound
and then I went the wrong way.
A smoke grenade.
Yeah. A little spooky.
Sorry, who do we have the pleasure of meeting?
My name is Dr. Edward Hofstein, but Doctor or Dr. Hofstein will do just fine.
No, pleasure to meet you, Dr. Hofstein.
Of course
What
it is.
about you?
So you
Keep your
have.
work out there.
What things have you heard? Good things, I hope.
Oh yes, only the good things. Definitely.
What is that you have brought with you?
Oh, this was here. Just needed a scanner in it. I'm
I see.
good.
Do either of you have any sort of subscriptions with our services here?
Yeah, we have a long-standing contract. We provide security services and emergency response services in exchange for medical care.
I see. I will have to keep this in mind the next time I need some muscle.
Of course. That's what we're here for.
They have proven mostly reliable.
So you say, Mr. Sloan. So you say. He speaks highly of you. I look forward to working with you in the future.
That was a backhanded compliment.
Do we, Dr. Austin?
Of course. Feline, would you do me a favor and see to them that they do not mess up this procedure by themselves? I'm not certain they are qualified medical technicians, and I would not have them misusing our property.
Yes, sir.
Steven, just so you know, I know this whole thing's happening, so I've been waiting, but whenever you get the chance, you want to look at the guy again, just ping again.
Pipes laying around, dust is clean,
I got into
sterile
press on the
facility.
way.
You've been keeping up with the place, Mr. Sloan. Very good. Very good.
Still working?
Cuthbert, do me a favor. Yes, would you go down to the lobby and see if there are any patients that need tending to? Yes, sir. What shall I do with them? If they need medical attention, send them up right away. I shall be waiting for them.
Okay.
In tandem with Mr. Sloan, of course. Very good, son.
Very good. Try to be more careful.
Oh, and sir, one more thing. I've logged every minor infraction that I've detected since coming in, but set them all to your personal data pad upon your review. I shall continue to keep it updated as I continue in my duties, sir. Now, if you'll excuse me. Of course.
What might be your name?
It is surprising you do not keep a council of sorts around in this facility. 2 people running the place can be quite cumbersome. Perhaps you should think about employing some synthetics.
I have tried adding new staff. It is not something that is up to my discretion.
Of course, after all, you are head of security, not head of facilities.
Indeed.
6 months or so?
I can't help but notice that you are wearing your armor, Mr. Sloan. Do you anticipate something to happen tonight?
It never hurts to be prepared, Doctor.
I see. And I suppose I shall rely on you in order to keep me safe should I decide to roam the streets then.
Absolutely, sir.
Of course. There is one thing I should ask of you. Are you familiar with an individual by the name of
Nice meeting you.
Cassie?
See you around.
There's a few that could fit that name. Is there a last name?
Yes. Most people would possibly know him by his full name of Cassie Cross.
Indeed. And what would be the relevant information with this individual?
I would like to speak with him, perhaps some point earlier today or later today, but he has my interest in something that I feel I should discuss with him. If you are able to retrieve him for me, I would be appreciative.
Very well, Doctor. That can be done.
Of course it will.
Clinic
Are
is
you
clear.
getting familiar?
Somewhat. It's very
Hmm.
dingy for a corporate clinic.
It has seen better days, that is for certain, but Mr. Sloan does his best to keep his facility in tip-top shape. At the very least, there are no pipes and dust lying around.
What about that?
Exhaust vent. Something that is supposed to be laying on top, unfortunately. Well, I suppose now is as good a time as ever to introduce yourself. Did you get the chance yet?
Yes, I've already introduced myself to Mr. Sloan.
Indeed. What do you think of her? Isn't she just a bright and shining star?
May we speak in private, sir?
Of course. Whatever it
Dr.
is you
Edward,
would like to
before
speak
that,
about.
Can I treat my wounds since the clinic is empty?
Mr. Sloan, come here for a moment. I would like you to hold on to this for me. For a brief moment. Come here, girl.
Yes, sir?
You are to refer to me as Dr. Hofstein, or Sir only. You do not have permission to use my first name. Am I clear?
Crystal, sir. It'll never happen again.
Demi-humans.
There would be an
I
indent on the
suppose with
cane.
enough discipline. I suppose with enough discipline, even she can learn to act properly, as all tools are meant to. Now, for that private talk. Go wait in the lobby, girl. I'll be with you shortly.
Yes, sir.
Such a fine facility. It's an utter shame that it has to be put in a place such as rotten as this. So many good tools and people that could be put to proper use, benefiting the company and our species as a whole. And yet we are forced to squander ourselves for the general public. It's tragic.
Right.
May I help you?
How is Miss Harper?
She is fine. She is here, is she not?
Indeed. Are you aware of how long I have worked for this company?
And are you aware of how far beneath the totem pole you are compared to me?
I am aware, sir. That is not in question. I have long served people of your station faithfully.
I know that you two have been in service for quite some time, yes. I believe it has been more than just a handful of years.
Indeed.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
You knew the value that she had before this transition. What do you plan to do with her now?
What I told you. She is alive. She is still working for us. Me, specifically. I upheld my end of the promise. She will go back to her old job. She will perform her duties as expected. No more or no less.
And what about Landon Cruz?
London Cruz will be no longer an issue. As far as everything states, her medical records declare her as deceased. Alice Harper is no longer alive.
Then you might see how some might see that that is not a faithful uplifting of the bargain.
Faithful, perhaps not, but a small loophole is what I would like to call it. You see, everything can't work and mold perfectly together without... what is the term? Adjustments. You understand how the corporate world works. We did what we want only because we say so, and unfortunately, the little screw-up that happened out in the wastes cost us quite a lot. It cost me a lot. Her name and her status was a byproduct of something that was not necessarily meant to happen. It was by that little brat's name that this was all coming to fruition in the first place. I did what I had to do to ensure that she would be brought back here, outside of a body bag. Are you not grateful, Mr. Sloan?
Indeed, sir.
Is there anything else you would like to complain about?
No, sir. You know my skill sets. If you need me, just ask.
Indeed. And I intend to. You're ready in your armor. I suppose that my quick survey of the facility has deemed it adequate. How about a view of the city itself? Despite its disgustingness, I would like to have a small layout.
Very well. I can give you a detailed tour if you wish.
That would be most sufficient. And our guest Alton will come with.
As you wish, sir.
You are a respectable man, Mr. Sloan. A very skilled man at that. But I am not above punishments. If you damage my belongings again, I will see to it that something gets damaged of yours in return.
Noted, sir. But I'm afraid I don't know what you mean by again. I'm honestly not sure what he means by that. Yep. We're in a position where we need to get pulled out by other people.
You are free to move through, Cuthbert, just this once.
Thank you, sir. Very kind of you.
Of course, I am not without mercy.
I assume.
For the rest of the day, no, I do not believe so, Cuthbert. You may shut down your servos in order to recharge for the rest of the day if you would wish.
Sir, thank you very much.
Of course, keep yourself on standby mode, however, and keep a motion sensor on.
Yes, sir. I shall do.
Good. Feline,
Yes, sir.
would you like to go for a walk with me and Mr. Sloan?
It would be an honor, sir. I'll shut the shutter.
Of course it would be.
Hello, dear.
Thank you.
Good day, Miss Winter.
Perhaps we can start our day with tea. Suppose a beverage would be very beneficial.
The gunfire's just
Idea,
low.
sir.
Thank you, Specs.
Of course it's a good idea. I'm the one who came up with it.
Something amiss, huh?
How very peculiar. Miss Rhodes, what are you doing down here?
Just trying to start shit. That's fucking hilarious. Dude is actually trying to start shit.
Come here, Miss Rhodes.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
Now.
Alright, hey. Sorry, I had like a lot of simultaneous talk to my ear. How's it going, man? Oh, no.
Mr. Sloan, Miss Rhodes here was once a part of my research team before I had her removed for espionage. She viewed classified files of mine and attempted to steal documents that were very personal to me. So, I had her removed from my team, my ship, and I had her brought somewhere else, but I did not believe she would be brought down to this place entirely. And yet you're still alive. How tenacious of you. You were bleeding quite a lot when I left you.
Still wanna grab a bite to eat?
I'm dealing with this one, mercenary. Step aside.
From I understand they're not a part of your team anymore. I don't think you got claims on anybody.
I can buy her just as easily, just as I can buy you. Now step aside.
We can get the sounds later.
I assume you had some need of medical services or of the light since you approached the building in the first place. No? And pray tell, what are you doing outside of the clinic? Oh, don't even bother. You can't speak. What are you doing outside of the clinic?
It's in the middle of a high traffic area.
She was standing by the pillar.
It's because you left
If
the
you're not
building.
going to answer, if you're not going to answer me,
So I suggest you get inside.
I agree. All of you inside now. It is safer in there than outside on the streets.
On the double. Move it.
It's just O'Hare and Lilith.
Gunfire is still gunfire. Get inside the building now. Sloan, grab them both, please.
Listen, you don't have to.
The small one, sir.
You're not obligated to.
Not the small one. Perhaps just Miss Rhodes.
If you would, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
Step aside, Specs.
No.
Please. I'm sorry. This way, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
Shall I close the door, sir?
No. Keep the door open, so visitors may come if they'd like. But watch it for the moment, just in case we have any unwanted guests throwing about their slug throwers. Grabs your hand. What is this? Gently starts squeezing. You would defy my orders against you.
Oh dear. It is popping up there.
You're still just as frustrating as you were when I had you underneath my command. Type a message and explain why you are here.
Confound it all, Cynthia.
I was going to get a cybernetic implant on my
On second thought, I suppose our little out-of-town date can wait. It seems we have some pressing matters to attend to. Someone needs a cybernetic implant. And I need a surgeon.
What would be your new order, sir, then?
Step inside and wait in the lobby, Mr. Sloan.
Very well, sir.
Feline,
Yes, sir.
please get the door for us and prep the elevator.
Of course, sir.
I have along with a ping that there's a request by the noodle shop for a pickup of a medical help immediately.
Brilliant.
Mr. Exotic.
Mr. Sloan, I am assuming you heard that ping from earlier.
Indeed, I have. Would you like me to go to it, sir?
I would appreciate it if you would do so, yes. Why did you not follow?
This is... Mr. Exotic, stand back. Is he still breathing?
He's gonna die anyway.
Bleeding out bad. No, he's basically aspirating at the moment.
He's picking you up.
Recuperating from the engaged with contract, sending astral information to me.
Oh shoot! Somebody's shooting me again!
I think that would be hitting me in the back.
Yeah, they're shooting at both of us, baby! They
Double
shoot
time.
at both of us. Okay.
Make way.
My drift.
Yeah. My drift. Every day from now on.
Oh,
Good,
shit.
Only good days.
I'm stuck.
Only good days.
I'm not gonna edge my bets that hard. Yeah, where's he at?
Sir, we have a dire medical situation.
Bring him upstairs immediately and prep a room. Okay, sit down. You're just fine.
I wish there was.
Sorry, one more time?
I wish there was a better way to animate carrying somebody.
Yeah. I think it would be wise to put you in cryo.
Can you put someone who's extremely drunk in cryo? Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Well, the point is stasis so that you don't bleed out.
It's all good. Yeah.
I'm here to assist if needed.
Get to work immediately.
Yes, sir.
Severe wound, left in the streets for a decent amount of time. Shot up pretty bad. Also very drunk.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
Oh, there you are. I heard the weird voice modulator. Alright, this is a very high-profile client, so... Yes, it is. 4 dice.
And I'm assisting.
4 dice. Alright, you won't lose any dice because it is a clinic.
Oh, right. I forgot.
They still get to use them.
Yeah, they still...
Heyo.
I mean, you were 5, so like...
Not the best, but yeah.
You know, so he recovers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stab.
It's gonna take some
grenade.
time though, for sure. He's fucked up, but yeah.
He's... God damn.
What? Is that not how you wanted it to go?
She's good at her job. No, I'm just...
Right? Except for making noodles. Those noodles sucked.
No, I meant Harper's good at her job.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Who's Harper?
Yeah, I don't know, some hot...
This isn't Harper. This is Garper.
I would like an explanation as to what happened to my client.
It would appear that he's been attacked in the streets. I have several suspects. Would you like me to detain?
Put pressure on this wound.
Please.
Got you pretty good.
Right away, sir. Let's see if we can pull in any help.
Hello.
Hello. Are there any NPCs on standby that could be more staff? I need some guards with me.
Oh god, I need to get people to be like Shimetsu, so I don't know.
All right.
We don't have very many in both Shimetsu and Valkyrie have been pinged, so.
Righty, I'll go without them. hunting mode. Attention Wyvern personnel.
Sloan?
There's currently a arrest placed out for a Miss CC. If you see them, you must report them immediately.
Understood.
Will do. Who's putting this arrest out?
Avalon.
Avalon is gotcha. Right. We heard something about Mr. Hofstein holding that cat lady hostage. What's going
Just
on with
let me
that?
know if you find CC.
All right, Mr. KG.
I imagine that they're most likely hiding inside of the noodle shop at the moment. I'm also immensely curious to know what happened between Cynthia and Lilith.
Man. Oh, okay. Yeah, not a great day for quite a bit of people.
Miss Sienna, do you have clearance codes to this building?
Travis.
I would like you to open the door, please.
Can you or your
Do I
friend do
legally have
cybernetic
to?
installments?
I don't know how that works.
I would say that if you don't, I could hold you with resisting investigation.
Well, a warrant is like I don't.
Not very high, quality, but I can do it. Of course, he's currently not here, and I don't know where she is.
The shutters as well.
Shit. Okay, maybe I'll think about it. I'm looking, the person we're...
Very ill-fitting music. Thank you, Sienna. Have you seen where Miss CC went?
No.
Right. There's
I'm
officially
genuine. I don't know where she went.
an order for arrest. If you see them, report them immediately.
Gotcha.
Is this understood?
Yes, it's understood.
Thank you for your compliance.
Yeah. I'm sorry you're having like the shittiest day ever.
Sloan, what's gonna happen to her?
That's not for me to decide. Where did she go?
I don't know. She went into the shop and that's all I saw of her.
Report her if you see her.
Is exotic?
I'm not at liberty to discuss. Well, this day ramped up to 11 from the beginning. What a comparison to draw. I
presume you have a
apologize.
report for me.
Indeed. It would seem that the suspect has fled the scene. Would you like me to put out an official bounty?
Yes. How much do you think this individual could be worth?
I'm afraid I'm not entirely certain, sir.
Who is this suspect that you believe to be is the cause of me almost losing my most important client?
I believe that it is a Miss Cece, a sea slug that works at the noodle shop.
I see. Perhaps I shall pay Miss Cece a visit very soon. For now, he is asleep. The medical Bacta tubes are doing their job in ensuring that the idiot does not perish. Do not allow him to die. If you find her, apprehend her immediately, with as less violence as possible, or whoever brings her to you, ensure that she is kept alive. I want to question her as best as possible.
Very well, sir. I'll put out the bounty immediately.
High priority. I want her found, and I want her found soon. Very soon.
Absolutely, sir. Unless you need me somewhere else, I will personally look into it.
For the moment, I will still require your presence, but perhaps after our little walk and talk, we can talk about that afterwards.
Very well, sir. Am I dismissed?
Currently, for the moment, yes. You may go back downstairs. Or perhaps you need other work to finish.
The bounty, sir.
Of course. Proceed then.
Oh dear. Oh yeah! Oh crap! Ah, dang it. This is getting messy. Well, this is now a problem for the Undercity too now. Which might quantify a visit for Mr. Hofstein down to the Undercity. Oh dear, oh dear.
GM present. How may I help you?
Hello. In accordance with orders from Dr. Hofstein, I would like to officially put out a high priority bounty on Miss Cece to be taken alive.
Oh shit. Wonderful. Okay, what's the charge?
Attempted murder.
Attempted murder. Wonderful. I love it. Okay, cool. I will let the other GMs know, and he said to... Yep, okay, that sounds
I
good.
would also like
Probably
to...
might not go into effect immediately, but yes.
I would also like to pass that high priority to the Wyverns.
Okay, sounds good. Okie day.
Thank you, thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
That should be all.
Okay.
Very well. Feel free to stand up if you are able to do so. If you need assistance, you need ask.
At least some part of her still remains. I imagine the doctor is gone downstairs. I won't interrupt his conversation. Leave it up to Hellion to make an even bigger mess than needed to be. I should have gone with you, Kendra, all those years ago. And none of this would have happened. Can I help you?
I'm just waiting for Roxanne. What a day, right?
Yes. They should be discharged shortly, I assume.
Resounding success.
Excellent.
The eye is in there.
Minor there's.
I would like a synopsis of the operation.
Nearly flawless execution.
Good. Good. We have a new eye roaming about the streets then. Now then, with our services no longer being needed, Mr. Sloan, Autumn, would you like to survey the town with me?
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Of course. Come then. Is the air safe to breathe?
I haven't done a check in a while, but I believe that it is, yes.
Good. When I am around, speak only when spoken to.
Yes, sir.
Now then,
Oh, hi.
I see they let just about anything roam these streets. Walk with me, both of you. If you have a professional way of getting a hold of this Mr. Cross, Mr. Sloan, I would appreciate it done so after our little walk. I'd like to speak with him at some point today, if possible.
Very well, sir. I'll send him a message.
Thank you, Mr. Sloan.
Steven,
I'm
wanted to
aware of
double
how
check
long
something.
you two have been working together, but how long have you been operating?
Did you forward it to all wyverns?
Please remind me.
Local district first, but yes, all wyverns.
Okay, yeah, just okay, got it.
Apologies, sir. I was tending to something.
Oh, hey, folks, how you doing? Is Muzzler dirty or something like that?
Mr. Sloan, would you please check that out for me?
Yes, sir.
Like it could cause a safety violation.
Mr. Grin,
Okay.
Hey,
how you doing?
what seems to be the situation here?
Can I try and inspect the car?
Don't
and see
mind
if
me.
there's anything
There appears
wrong?
to be like
anything
a
that
parking
could open?
violation here. Just gotta ride up. Just doing my civil duty
as a member of the municipal government, you know, not all heroes wear capes.
Right.
Some wear
Steven?
a mask.
What? So I just want to know, what's the reward for the bounty?
Maybe the tires are too, or
We didn't establish an exact amount, but I imagine, I don't know, probably like
Well, I
equivalent.
just need to know, because we usually do it in items, like resources, so a 4-star
Oh, right.
resource.
Can we
if
offer
you wanna
medical?
Just say credits, we can just say credits, too.
Let's see, is it...
Probably some credits with some medical supplies, I guess.
That's right. Is the windshield wipers, are they, do they look...
Okay, and it is taken alive, I'm assuming, not...
Yes, alive.
Not kill? Okay, got it, thank you.
I'm familiar with any of them, Feline.
The one with the yellow mask, I think, seems pretty familiar. They were staring into our clinic for about 30 minutes this morning.
They work directly across from us at the bank.
I see.
The situation,
Is it safe to cross?
I believe it is safe. This might just be a case of someone crashing their vehicle.
Slummers. I see.
It is District 32.
Well, maybe. Usually
Indeed it is.
Like the front of the vehicle, not the sides, not the sides. Sometimes the sides. Actually, no. Maybe, huh? All right. Let's see. Okay.
Sorry.
Now, during this walk, I need to be on actual high alert mode, watching for anyone trying to snipe, stab.
The second anniversary of the Idol Gala. I thought they stopped hosting those.
I'm not sure, sir.
We just walked past the noodle shop, correct?
Indeed.
I'll have to keep my eye on that place.
Yes, sir. I did already have a inspection of the interior, and there was no sign of Cece.
I understand. So be it. We will catch her eventually.
Indeed,
the
sir.
tea house is closed as well. Oh, nearly all the buildings always closed around here at this time of night.
I believe so, sir. It may also be due in part to the amount of gunfire today.
Ah, yes, of course. How could a slum not be proper without gangs fighting each other? Or was this because of the result of Miss Dustweaver engaging in a specific individual keen in that interest?
I believe that is the case, sir.
Ah. I see. I'll have to keep tabs on that as well, then. Is there anything of note in this city that you would like to take me to, Mr. Sloan? Something perhaps of interest?
I suppose that depends on your interest, sir. There is an arena right around the corner.
An arena? Blood sports. Interesting. I haven't watched those since Trident was airing them about 5 years ago. Perhaps I'd like to see this.
I don't believe that there are any shows at the moment, but you can examine the building.
A shame, to be sure, but knowledge of where the arena exists is beneficial.
Indeed, sir.
What is this?
I imagine some sort of access corridor, sir.
Indeed. Perhaps for the construction of the buildings that would put here in the first place.
Most likely. There's no need to let him know that that goes to the Undercity. That would be sweet.
Very interesting. Well, it's not as nearly as clean and proper as the Trident arenas, but it works nonetheless. Nice open space, microphone at the bottom, bright shining lights. Yes, this is a place where poor people come to die. The amusement of others.
I do believe that there is also a viewing quarters up above.
Is that so? Ah, yes, I see the ramps. Ah, and a few bots as well.
I believe in the newer edition of the map they put a ramp there.
How quaint, just like the shows themselves. This is marvelous. Oh, you must tell me when the shows start, Mr. Sloan. I would be all too happy to watch two slummers kill each other for sport.
Very well, sir.
And what about you, Autumn? How do you feel about this kind of sports?
It seems quite thrilling.
Indeed it does. Quite a long time ago, I once pitted two of my employees against each other for a spot at a promotion.
Oh dear.
I have a fondness for these games. I grew up watching them.
That would explain a lot.
It, however, troubles me to understand that the bill did not pass, which means I suppose the newest addition to our rule sets for inside the infirmary must be lifted as well, so that we can comply with the local corporation laws.
Very well, sir. I can put out that order tonight if you wish.
Yes, along with the bounty that you are writing up as well.
Absolutely, sir. I suppose there's a little bit of silver lining.
The back alleys, rumored places where people come to get stabbed in their abdomen and have their belongings robbed. Oh, and what's this? Ah, the headquarters of the Wyverns here. Is this their only headquarters? Is this where they tend to operate?
In this district, sir.
I see. And as I happened to meet two of them earlier today, perhaps I shall make use of their services rather soon, since we have a slug to catch.
I did in fact already notify them of the bounty.
Perfect. You are doing well, Mr. Sloan.
Thank you, sir.
Of course. Everyone deserves praise from time to time. It's what encourages them to do better.
Oh man, what a card.
Tell me, does this place ever see the sun?
Not this district, sir.
Dark and dreary. Though I suppose it is just as equivalent as it is staying on side a large ship floating around through the far reaches of space. There's no different that. I've spent most of my life on that ship. Researching, traveling world to world, conquering new places for the benefit of the company and my research.
Indeed, sir.
Do you want to know how many worlds I have conquered, Mr. Sloan?
Indeed, sir.
37. 37 worlds have fell victim to my rule.
Sir, if I could direct your gaze upward.
The ship?
Indeed, sir. I suspect that is most likely for our client.
I see. Perhaps we should go investigate then.
Very well, sir. I actually have no idea what that ship could be.
Thank you, Autumn.
Of course, sir.
This way, I suppose.
Indeed, sir.
It is empty. Sloan, Autumn, please search the ship just in case there are no stowaways.
Very well, sir.
Yes, sir.
It does appear to be clean.
Good. Perhaps the dumbfounded pilot must have just left it here on accident. Oh well.
Could it perhaps be your trolley, sir?
It could be. But I think I will be staying here for a little while longer to keep an eye on things. As is Cuthbert, of course.
Indeed.
Now then. Oh, hello. Come here, you. You keep things at a very fine pace here. I can see that you are usually hard at work.
Indeed, sir.
Do you know what it is that I do, Mr. Sloan, aside from proper research? Do you know what my goal is? What it
No,
is I
sir.
aim to do? No. How do you feel about humanity?
In what sense, sir?
In the sense that it is your very race. It is your being, your own compass.
Indeed, sir.
For thousands of years, we humans used to believe that we lived alone in this universe. We traveled the stars far earlier than any of the other species ever could. We dedicated our life's work to exploring, to conquering, to bettering life as we know it. Us. Have you ever stopped to think, for just a moment, that there is a reason why when we look at things, synthetics, other species, that when they possess similar traits as us, we call them humanoids. Like us. They are pale imitations. Falsified monuments to our glory in creation. They should be beneath us, shouldn't they? After all, we are the superior species.
I suppose, sir.
You suppose? And what do you think, then? What is it that you believe us to be?
I suppose it is not usually been my place to think on such matters.
Perhaps it is not your place, but you may humor me this once. I'm curious to know the insides of the mind of the great Mr. Sloan.
If that is something you wish to know. This corporation is my life's work. I'm sure you've seen my documentations. You know how long I've served, and you know the places that I've come from. I work for this company because I believe that our work betters the galaxy.
Precisely. Our work betters the galaxy. We exist to uplift, to heal, to benefit. But the people here seem to struggle to realize this. They have moments, lapses in their judgment that says otherwise. They believe us to be monsters. They believe us to be...
Because we are.
evil. When it is the exact opposite of what we truly are. You see, when we travel the stars for the first time, we set forth to explore, to reach new bounds, to push limits, to extend our goals. We exist to become better than what we once were. We exist to rise, to grow, to become significant, to trample, as was on our birthing planet of terror. So too there did we have animals and miscreant creatures that roamed about the seas, the skies, and the land. We rose above them. We built great civilizations, began our technology. And we did the same amongst the stars. And yet these creatures, these life forms, these pale imitations of our glory, sit here and judge us for that. They believe us to be equal. Equal. How are we to be equal with animals? It never sat right with me. It never could. We built machines to service us, and now they roam the streets, believing that they have free will, a place in this world as citizens, as free thinkers, as if we were not the ones who created them in the first place. That was us. Even those with specific gene seeds, those who wish to be closer to animals by wearing their ears, their tails, spitting on the very image of being a human. Disgraceful. Traitors, I say. My work, my goal, what I am here to do, will benefit the galaxy. It will benefit the universe. I intend to save us. I intend to lift us from the dirt and the muck, and I intend to raise us further above even the stars, to make us gods. We will be perfect, and everyone beneath us will worship us as so.
As you say, very admirable goal, sir.
Admirable. You find my intentions to make myself, to make you, to make all of humanity better, more powerful, more recognizable. You find that to be admirable.
Indeed, sir.
It should be divine. It should be powerful. It should be significant. For I will be the one to lift us up from these cages. I, alone, shall be the one to relieve us from this burden of being mortal. I will put us back on the place of superiority where we belong. I will make us whole. I will make us perfect. And all I need, all I require, Mr. Sloan, is that the people I employ assist me, push me further along this goal.
Indeed, sir. If I may ask then, why Hellion?
Some years ago, aboard my ship, I had a very important research project there waiting for me to finish. I was on the cusp. My project was almost complete. I had everything I needed. my subject, the research, a team. The funding for my clients and the company as a whole. And then it escaped me. Slipped through my fingers. My greatest assistant provided me with one of her biggest blunders. A small creature. So very small, one could almost believe that they are insignificant. Fuzzy, with wings, little antenna, you would almost imagine them to be an insect. There was something in her, something she provided that mixed with the right concoction could reverse aging, give stamina, power. It could make us live forever. And if we can live forever, think of how many more stars we could look upon, how many more worlds we can set our boots and feet across, how many more tools we can craft and enslave.
So you believe that person to be here?
All sense of the means that this was the only planet that was close by for the escape pod to land in. I had orbital scans survey the area for as long as I possibly could, and yet they always turned out with nothing, as there are far too many life forms that exist. Could you imagine that? A wasteland planet being so full of life. It angered me. It irritated me. I had no choice but to gather my things, my team, my ship, and bring us close to orbit. I would have sent down a normal squadron of scoundrels to scour the planet if I could, but the imbeciles would never have gotten down what I alone could achieve. This is far too important to leave at the hand of some mercenaries or some shoddy research members. People in lab coats toting about with a pistol in their hands, acting as if they are proper investigators. No, I could not leave such a drastic thing in someone else's hand. This had to be done myself. If I lose this, my one chance at salvation, my life's work, everything I have built, myself, my division, and this company up to be with my success, would have been for naught.
I see, sir.
People of all kinds, synthetic demi-humans, even our own species from time to time, should they be proven to be less intelligent. We are all tools in the grand scheme of the universe, but I intend to be the hand that uses them. I will be the machinist. There are many reasons why I could have saved your little pet. Most of which involved the knowledge that she served as some sort of balance to this community that exists in Row 32. a beloved community member, and a perfect set of medical skills being disposed of could be such a waste. Skilled hands, a skilled mind should be put to good use, should it not?
Indeed, sir.
But I saved her. I want to save for your benefit at most. You are human, Mr. Sloan. People here respect you. People here fear you. I did you a very large favor. I expect the kindness to be repaid in full eventually with your cooperation. I can always outfit you with whatever it is you like. Name your price, so long as you continue to work for me, to protect me. I will be your greatest ally. But if you go against me, if you betray me, well, there are always consequences to actions.
I am well aware, sir.
You are a wise man. You are a respectable individual. I need your talent just as much as you need me. Please, think long and hard about the decisions you make in the future, for they impact not only yourself, but for the future of mankind as a whole. I suppose that is enough for me for now. I will rest. I will be heading over to the docks, and I will retire for the rest of the day. What you choose to do with the rest of your time is up to you, but please remember that there is much work to be done starting from the next few days forward.
Yes, sir.
If anyone asks of your name, tell them it is none of their business, and they may refer to you as Feline only. Except for Mr. Sloan.
Yes, sir.
Do you wish to stay with him, or do you wish to follow me?
I shall stay for the time being and survey the area, if you wish.
Good. Good. Keep an eye on this place, and our associates.
Yes, sir.
Would you like me to escort you to the docks, sir?
If you would be so kind.
It does seem to be a hazardous day.
Indeed it does. Look, but I am quite capable of defending myself. I just prefer not to.
Indeed.
Permission to speak, sir.
Permission granted.
At the end of the day, I'm to report back to the compound holding cell.
You are. Or at the very least, contact me with whatever method you choose to do so with. I have every available contact information of yours set in my grasp, whether it be through phone, email, whatever it is. I will respond to it as soon as I possibly can.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure it is over by now, but the small owl girl, her name is Winter. She is another one of my members on the ship. If you see her, treat her well. Give her whatever she needs. That goes for the both of you.
Very well, sir.
From this point forward, Winter is your sister, Autumn. But keep it subtle. Until there is proper proof that she belongs to me, any attempts at accusations are to be denied as much as possible. She's eyes and ears of mine in this place.
Whew, good grief. What a bombshell. Yeah. I knew Cheeto had some importance up until this point, but it's good to know the answer. His description would match what Sloan knows of Cheeto, so it would be what he suspects is the thing he's talking about, but he isn't certain.
Right then. I suppose that concludes our business for the day, at least on my end. You both are dismissed, and if anything comes of note of this CC or Miss O'Hare, do inform me.
Absolutely, sir.
What are your orders, Sloan?
Return to station at the clinic.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be going on patrol. Why is it always me? Why did you get yourself into this? It could have been different. All those years ago. You should have just gone with her. We both knew what the company was really like. None of this would have happened. Why? This can't be real. No. You know what the company is like. You made your choice. There's no going back now. There's still a reason that you were put here. Can't forget them. I can't have all been for nothing. Ella, MP, Luna, Alice. You still can make a difference. You weren't. You weren't wrong. You can still change things.
Agent Sloan, Doctor, may I briefly meet with you?
Yes, Miss Winter. Where would you like to meet?
It's convenient.
The clinic, then. I'll be there shortly.
Understood.
How's not the time? How's not the time? You can still make choices now.
Alright, sure, yeah, we can do that, no problem.
Hey, Grin.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know, we've got a meeting in about 20 minutes.
I don't know, handing myself in is technically an emergency. Never mind. I got the person I needed. So, if you excuse me. Need to talk to you. I know I'm under arrest and all that shit, so...
Could you give us a moment, Miss Winter?
Please.
I mean, I'm happy to walk in and talk and all that shit, so... Why I came here, so I could talk. And hopefully
What's the nature of
clear
this?
everything up,
Is this
so...
legal, financial, or housing?
Right. We'll go in a moment, Miss Winter. Please.
Some events that may have happened in this bank.
After you.
She coming with us?
What are you doing?
will admit, I got a bit too overwhelmed by it all.
I'm making a mistake. Apologies, Miss Witter.
I'm just merely fixing my, my issue. Actually, let me go finish this smoke. Okay? You know, respectful and all that.
You have the floor.
Okay, oh boy. What do you want to know first?
Are you aware that there's currently a bounty for you?
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I'm here.
And I believe that you
One
should
so
be the
people
one doing
can
the
get
talking.
involved and all that. Well, I'm gonna wait for my lawyer, so...
Right.
If that's alright.
Indeed. Protocol is protocol.
Public affairs, don't mind me. I'm just recording.
You want me to sit down just so I'm not running away? You can check me down for any weapons or
Have
anything.
a seat.
Suppose my issue isn't as imperative as this one. I simply wish to inform you that Valkyrie seems to be sticking their nose into a good dear Jackie Hart's weapon, who has now been directed over to the bank, where I believe we're going to be attempting to draw information from. Should this be a pipeline that the intelligence wishes to follow, given it is an astral situation? Perhaps, what's the word? Seeing their progress, if it is of interest.
I see.
Is a line that we would wish to push.
I think I am unfamiliar with Miss Jackie Hart.
My first day, an individual was killed in the bank. That individual happened to be an astral agent, under the alias of Jackie Hart. Valkyrie was here because somebody took their weapon and attempted to clean it. It failed. It sent pain. They were given direction to investigate the bank, which is where the body was located.
I see. Seems like a pretty straightforward case of theft, then. Seems to be entirely in Valkyrie's purview.
I was uncertain if it being astral related would pique an interest. It seemed to pique the doctors.
I see. I'll keep an ear open then.
I also seem to have heard individuals talking about blackout items. Are they familiar to you?
Indeed.
How did you find your stay with our good doctor?
Pleasant as always. What are you doing? Can I help you, sir?
Came in for mostly contract renewal. Checking in on things.
Very well. I suppose we can be with you in just a moment.
Understood.
Here's your lawyer, Mr. Green.
Yep.
And hopefully it shouldn't be long.
Hopefully. But I don't know if he's been informed that we're talking now.
Right, I'll tell him then.
Yeah, so we're not waiting
Mr. Grin.
Who? The Valkyrie agents or Johnny? Oh no. Alright, well. Okay, I'll be right back. Where?
In the clinic, sir.
CC? Where's CC? Oh, okay. Grab my...
What the bounty
Hold on,
is?
one moment.
Is it just assault? Huh?
Attempted murder.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, I have no idea.
Does anyone know what the bounty is or no? Like,
Attempted murder, CC.
okay.
Mr. Grin, welcome.
Alright. Now, Mr. Green, legal representative, service with a smile. How might I be of assistance?
Your client requested your presence before any questioning ensued.
Alright. What is the nature of these questions, may I ask?
Well, there is presently a bounty for Miss CC's arrest, and she seemed to turn herself in.
May I see a warrant for this arrest?
Indeed.
Okay. You boy. Alright. And what charges is my client being charged with?
Attempted murder, and I suppose I should also throw assault on an Avalon employee.
Alright, attempted murder. What level degree of assault?
Well, if you take a look at the back of my suit, you will see several gunshot bullets.
Alright then. So that's battery with...
Attempted murder.
Attempted murder and battery with...
Assault with a deadly weapon, I believe is the word you're looking for.
Is that the charges being placed? Just want to confirm that.
Indeed. Legality is not my strong
Okay,
suit.
then.
Would you prefer to take charge, Miss Winter?
No, apologies. I was simply attempting to assist him in his reportage.
Very well.
Just a quick, I guess, question. Is it wise for us to be doing this in the medical when there's a perfectly good, like, police station across the way?
I was also curious about that too. Is she seeking medical asylum by any means? Is she hurt at the moment?
She has yet to say.
Are you in need? So no need of medical attention. Are in need of medication of anything to that variety that you usually? All right. Okay. Well, I don't know. And I guess that would be me. It may be best that at the moment she would be subject to our current holding facility down here in row 32.
You know, just because of medical emergencies, and I don't want to be cramping up a room with 6 different people in here, so...
Very well.
Speaking of which, well, actually, that's a good question. This warrant, who placed this warrant? Is this a municipal warrant or a corporate?
Avalon.
Avalon. Well, that would mean that I guess technically it's up to you if you would like to put her in a municipal holding facility.
I suppose that will make do for
I
now.
don't know if there's... Alright, okay.
isn't really the best PR. Somebody claiming to be an ex-Valkyrie official and
Should the Wyverns have any involvement, Miss
also
Cece?
being a terrorist. So, please do dispose of them and
Should the Wyverns have any involvement?
more than you need to.
No.
Alright, let's head out, Private Lawson.
That I will say without a lawyer that
The Wyverns had no involvement.
Good.
Nice place.
Damn, the officer's not here. Oh God, I hope he survived. Yeah. Okay, the homeless guy ain't here.
Fun.
Come on. Okay then.
Is it not working?
Damn it, it's Union! Everything fucking breaks when it's Union. Come on.
It's not.
Well, let me.
What a mess.
Scan. Nothing on me. You know what? That counts. It counts. We'll count it. We'll count it for the time being. We'll get a repair guy here at some point, maybe.
GM here. Hello.
It's not
Hello there.
actually working. Oh no.
Legal is not my strong suit. Cece has seemed to turn herself in. What is the protocol here?
Oh, okay.
Go through it.
Oh,
Huh.
I see. I see.
Interesting.
I see. Now. Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
I mean,
That's weird.
Don't worry.
is it like
go
anyone
work,
else
man.
can turn her in, and I mean, and just is kind of there.
I need this fucking taser. Oh.
Huh.
All right.
And Gurn is just handling the legal stuff right now?
Yes,
Captain?
he's the lawyer.
Hey, lawyer, can I a word real quick?
Huh.
Is it possible to call down someone from the legal department to take charge of this?
Finish up.
Yeah.
That would be much appreciated.
I'm gonna have private consultation with my client.
Of course. I have notified the legal department. They should be on their way.
Would it be like a? I guess my question here is: would it be like a right now, or a?
Right now, if you can, to help handle the situation.
I don't know, just kind of how you're feeling so far. Oh, okay then.
Oh. That was me. Well, might as well take a seat. This nice, cushy chair. It's always been my part of things to just get the person to the
Like to
department.
see our NPCs are. No, and let Worthless know as well. Oh, BRB.
Very good. Right here. What a day, man. What a day. This has been a mess. So I guess with this under wraps, we need to figure out what on earth happened between Lilith and O'Hare. We still need to find who was with Cynthia. And I think Sloan needs to have a very important conversation with Mr. Falcone. Perhaps Cassian as well. You know, I actually never checked. What is the map rotation for today? What's the other map? Undercity. That's completely slipped my mind. Although granted, with everything going on, I don't think there's much reason for Sloan to go down today. That clinic will have to do for itself. There has to be something that we can do here. It can't be entirely out of options. But anything that happens to him, I am liable for. It would have been better.
Sloan, I've gotten quite hungry. May I leave my post for some food?
Yes.
Thank you.
Maybe it would have been better to just let Landon. No. But is it better to live as a slave? I suppose I've done it for long enough. I don't know what to do. And we're already here. There's no taking back what's happened. Maybe Johnny will have some idea. He's resourceful. He got Ayla out. Has to be something we can do. Yeah. I can't just slip back. It's all I've ever known, but I can't just go back to the old ways. Not after everything here. MP, Ayla. It has to be for a reason. I can't just throw that all away. And there's no one else to fight for us. It has to be me. Alice is gone. Poor Masail has no power. I'm the only one that can do anything. Oh, that's a good point. I hadn't even thought of that. Oh, man. But Alice is right. We will get through this. We've done it before. I've never backed down.
right. I considered console, and my client would like to lower her charges to self-defense, as well as defense against another member. It appears that during this attack, she was acting again in self-defense. That she believed she was being attacked by this individual and did not identify the individual as the individual did not identify them. In terms of the assault of a corporate official with a deadly weapon, she would claim that there was no proper, at the time, there was no proper identification of said corporate official and had no idea that it was indeed a medical extraction, that it potentially could have been a kidnapping.
Right.
If you accept these charges,
I'm afraid that that's something you'll have to wait to speak with the legal department. They should be on their way.
yes, sir.
All right.
Poor Tommy.
What happened to Tommy?
No, nothing. He asked for me to go to a meeting, like right before this happened, and I told him like, oh, we'll probably be fast. Nah, it's fine. I think he
feel
got
really
it.
bad
I
because
think he got
I know
it.
Tommy was talking before, and I feel really bad because every time I've like tried talking to somebody, Tommy's been talking to them. I feel so bad because I steal them away.
It's alright. I'll shit. Yeah, I'll talk to him later on. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. He can handle himself too. He's a talker. That guy can talk.
He's a big boy.
I'm sure whatever. Yeah. I'm sure whatever deal he has, he can make it
Indeed.
on his own.
But there is a group of people that I believe still are on my side.
Sure as well, but you know.
There are plenty that know that my hands are tied. I believe that Johnny can do something.
He has arrived now.
I've just received word that they should be along the way. Speak of the devil.
Greetings. I believe I've been requested to be here.
Indeed.
My name is Prosecutor Garrison. A pleasure to meet all of you.
Indeed. I believe Mr. Grin is who you should be primarily speaking with.
Understood.
All right, Alistair Grin,
Mr. Grin?
Union Legal Representative. Currently the defense for Miss Cece.
Yes, and as you have heard before, I am Prosecutor Garrison of Avalon.
All right. Currently, Miss Cece is being charged with attempted murder and assault with a deadly weapon towards a corporate official. I'd like to lower that first charge to self-defense, as there were direct attacks against her, and she don't identify the person who was attacking her. Secondly, I'd like to also lower the second charge to reasonable defense to citizen's arrest, as the person who she committed assault on did not identify themselves as a Avalon official and therefore was unaware that there was a medical extraction being present.
And what evidence do you have to prove that these charges are to be reduced?
We have, I believe we have video footage at the moment from one, potentially two witnesses that we could subpoena within the, I don't know how long get them to be, but we could subpoena should you request it.
Understood. Yes, that I very much would like to request, as dropping those, or in the least reducing those charges without evidence would be against legal procedures.
Alright, let me... go forward.
Oh my god,
real
it's
quick.
just like
Let me
watching
call my
Better
guys.
Call Saul.
See if I can grab a judge about that. Request a subpoena on that. We cleaned up the cell pretty well. There was like a homeless dude here
Quick
yesterday.
question actually for
It's acting
you,
real weird.
Stephen. Do you think you will be contacting Dr. Hofstein at all for the rest of the day?
Lovely.
I suppose that depends, but most likely not.
Most likely not. Got it. Okay. If that is the case, I am going to make my way to the Undercity and start playing as Benny.
Excuse me, Mr. Garrison. If I
Yes.
could have a word.
Of course.
I would like to give my, I suppose, side of...
To whisper.
Very good. I suppose I would like to give my side of the testimony so that, if I may be excused from these proceedings.
Understood. Please relay me what you know.
When I arrived on the scene... Well, I suppose before that I received a medical distress call about Mr. Exotic. When I arrived on the scene, he was already on the ground with a gathering around him. Miss Cece was holding a firearm. I know that in the past, Miss Cece has had some trouble with Mr. Exotic. I then went forward, told people to clear the area, picked up the injured Mr. Exotic, and started bringing him back to the clinic. As I was walking back, Cece let out rounds at my back, I believe shooting me around 3 times.
They're being requested by the court.
Understood.
In this case,
And if it's possible, may I request a medical report for my evidence
Indeed.
to confirm these injuries?
Jackie, Daisy,
I'll
and
send that your
Austin,
way.
we are
You can
currently
send a
in
ping
the,
to God if you need it in
police
detail.
office in row 32.
Understood.
I believe that should be all that needs recounting from me. Is there anything else you require me for?
Hey, Grin.
Did you notice anything about any erratic behavior from either parties?
Well, Mr. Exotic was on the ground, and Miss Cece seemed very agitated. I will say that
Was there
it
any
is,
dialogue in particular that was exchanged?
not that I heard. It is entirely possible that other individuals were involved in this attack. I did notice as well that Mr. Boston Asiata had a shield and, I believe, a firearm out. I believe Miss Sienna Grace was also present at the site.
Understood. And just to confirm the location of when you witnessed this incident.
It is in the middle plaza, just outside of the Crafter's Alley. Not far from the noodle shop.
Understood.
Slaver. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That might already be going on down in the Undercity. I think that's Undercity plotline.
Well, thank you for cooperating. I will, in the case I require more information, may I be able to contact you should that arise?
Indeed. You can contact me over long-range communication. I might be busy for the rest of the day.
Understood. Thank you very much.
Very good. Mr. Grimm, is there anything else you require my presence for?
I believe that might be it at the moment.
Very good. I leave it in the able hands of our legal department.
See you later, buddy. Good luck.
Indeed.
There weren't a terrorist. Managed to escape. A woman I want to see. Pay for everything she has done. And I will stop at nothing until I find her.
And I wish you well in your pursuits. If you're waiting for Agent Sloan, he's expecting you.
Good day there.
I'm on Avalon Clinic.
Hello, Miss Duskweaver. How may I help you?
At least should be at least known, if it isn't already, that you are aware of. Any information in and about the location of O'Hare is something that I need to know, and I will reward. It is my prayer to make sure that she is captured once and for all, so that she pays for the dishonor she has done to me and Shimizu.
Indeed, Miss Duskweaver.
She was last seen in Mitzi, and I am following up, and I'm using every resource I have to find that traitorous bitch.
Indeed. I believe that this is once again a matter that most every corporation is now concerned about. The resurgence of the known terrorist. I will, of course, comply in any way necessary for the investigation.
Valkyrie is aware, additionally.
I may be lacking in some information, but who is this we are talking about?
O'Hare, at one point, a high-level Valkyrie executive, who, through many means, has...
You have got to be kidding me.
In many instances, has participated and been the culprit of many corporate terrorism acts, and including bombing the upper city, and several instances in below here in the row and the undercity.
Oh.
She is a most wanted terrorist, and is to be found by any means necessary.
Well, fell off to the side is an interesting way of putting it. He's been actively helping O'Hare hide for so long.
She was using an old armor configuration Valkyrie. Red and white. Valkyrie sniper rifle, or Valkyrie pistol. Blades. And a helmet with two distinctive horn slash pointed decorations.
Indeed.
And I will stop at nothing until I find her. Additionally, I'm sure you got my message, Sloan.
Oh, yes, indeed.
There's ongoing Shimizu Shimetsu found that is something I am heading. If you have those weapons, I would very much like them so we can use them in an investigation.
Very well. I suppose I can turn that over then, if you would accompany me upstairs.
It gets hectic from time to time.
Good.
This is the illegally crafted firearm with the strange brand.
Yeah, I'll go pop a rifle in there real quick.
It's a Shometsu pistol, by the way.
A Shimetsu pistol?
Yes.
Was there two?
Just
Or was
one.
it a pistol and... Just one? Okay, gotcha.
If there were others, I don't have them here.
Gotcha, will do. This is indeed a standard issue.
If you notice,
different.
it was not only it was not scrubbed, but was instead produced from the ground up without tracking.
I see. Do you happen to have information on the assailants that had these weapons? Possible connections, maybe I can look into where they might have acquired the firearms.
There is some reports that we could send your way. I believe both individuals are deceased.
That is not my concern, so long as I get answers.
Indeed. I will send you a line over to our logistical departments. Tell them Sloan sent you. And you can go ahead and ping for God to let them know.
Alright, cool. Very well. Thank you.
Absolutely. Is there anything else that I can do for you?
Not at the moment, no.
Very well. I'll escort you down. And please do be careful today. Things are rather hectic.
Oh, I'm fine. You know, of all odds I do, I'm more qualified to protect myself.
Indeed I do. Thank you for your time. Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about contracts. Though the paperwork seems to be back at the apartment I usually stay in. Don't know if you're tied to the clinic currently, but
I should
it's
be
over there.
available. This is Sloan on Avalon Comms. I'm notifying you that I'm going to be out and about on business. If you require me, simply use the radio.
Affirmative.
Well, if it would just become, a public attraction. Oh, the Schmitz rifle. Huh.
for Thierry.
Good day.
Hello.
Thanks.
Just wondering. Cece, do you have any
If you would
idea what's
excuse me
happened to
for a
her?
moment, Cassian.
Man,
You
just
are free
started
to
having
take
a
lunch
conversation,
breaks as you
alright.
wish throughout the day.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that was it? That's it, man?
Mr. Ramirez?
Alright. Jeez, he's a bit like on edge wearing his armor. He normally doesn't do that.
I seem to have lost him.
Maybe murdered. I got a dog in my ear. Come on, God, let me. Yeah, sure, I can come to the.
I completely lost track of him. There he is. Mr. Ramirez? Mr. Ramirez? Apologies, I lost
No,
track of you.
Seems like you got lost a bit. It seems my long legs make me move faster than I thought. That's on me.
Good day, Mr. Falcone.
Sloan, I don't suppose I could get a
We need
sit
to
rep
talk.
on the CC situation.
After you.
Let me know, Swabber. It's no problem. Right, see you later, feline.
Very well.
I don't think.
Go into the arena. Miss Lil was having a moment in there.
Is there
She's
something you
working
need,
off
sir?
some things. Just telling you, Miss Lilith is working off some steam in there.
I suppose we'll manage.
Get you a cup of water. Like,
Is this location secure?
yes. This is very secure. After all, it's the land from Valkyrie.
I'm sorry, Leah.
I was gonna say, it is a sign of politeness to take your helmet off when you enter somebody's home.
I wish that the first time me being here could have been under better circumstances.
Maybe. I'm leaving the row anyway. to be the last time I use it.
What do you mean?
Moving into the waste. Not like anybody needs me up here. I'll still be on call.
It's not really the best time for that, Nate.
Just gonna put that away. So, I'm gonna give you this opportunity. I don't know who shoved that stick up your ass, or what's going on, but I would like the best explanation you can give me.
You know I can't say much.
This is Feline, returning to the compound for the time being.
Gee. What do you know?
What I know is you didn't call me. What I know, you weren't there. And what I do know, Avalon gunned her down like a rabid animal, beat her, and then took her.
Do you really think that I didn't want to be there?
I hope you would have. I hope you would have answered my call.
I gave you and the Wyverns a contract. You were supposed to be there. I can't always be at her side. That's what you were supposed to do. And where were you?
There, waiting. And what do I see? Your company. A company with a Beowulf to come and take her. I wanted clarification before I acted. I was going to, but by the time I did, she was gone. I didn't need you to be there. I wanted to make sure you knew what was going on.
That's not what the contract was for.
Oh, you don't have to worry about the contract. I'm going to be finding answers whether it's with or without you. Starting with that ship. I want that flight log.
I can't help you with it. There are bigger things in play right now.
I can tell the hoity-toity doctor walking around like he owns the place.
You don't understand.
I don't, but I will. You know I have a knack for that.
I want you to.
She doesn't know my name. She doesn't know my face. And she's walking around like a damn drone.
I know.
And she's bark up it like a piece of meat.
How do you think I feel having to look her in the face?
I know you feel the same. That's why I want answers. I want something to work off of. Even if you can't, I will.
That's why I wanted to talk. I can't do anything. I'm in his pocket. I want to say
And
more,
who is he?
but this is not the same.
I need a
place.
name. I have my guesses. I need you to say it.
Dr. Edward Hofstein.
Understood. I will let you know. What I saw in that wasteland won't be going on the news.
There
will be a correction to that story. Don't you look away from me right now. This is man to man. I took my helmet off so you can see how I feel.
I can't be it. I can't. What was it all
If there's
for?
anything you wish to tell me,
Is it really just years and years of more and more, with nothing changing?
that's the evil world we live in. And my job is to cut out as many pieces as I can, so the rest don't suffer. And it seems I'm a little bit behind, so it looks like I'm gonna have to dust off that old astral pride and get to wet work.
Yes. It's a time of cautious action. I think that if you and Mr. Falcone work together, you can come up with something. I want to meet him. I want you there.
You can find me in the wasteland tomorrow.
I mean sooner than that. Today, sewers. I'll tell them I'm going on patrol.
Fine. You can see yourself out. I'll be with you in a moment.
Confound it all.
Hi, hello, hi.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
I would like to send a as encrypted as possible message to Mr. Falcone and tell him, meet me in the sewers.
Encrypted, so you don't want him to know it's Sloan.
Is the arena
I'll put an S at the end of the message.
Okay. Let me roll.
Sorry, can I help you?
Is the arena busy? Like, there's people there?
I'm not sure. You can have a look yourself.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I thought like you were, you know, like guarding because people were having business here. Happens sometimes.
I did roll to see if you could encrypt it. I rolled really low, but I'll say it's encrypted unless he tries to decrypt it, and it'll be really easy because it was a 5. Anyway, I'll go tell him.
Thank you.
Where is he?
Sorry if I interrupted.
won't hold back next time.
This is the agent that brought in, Mr. Exotic. Oh.
Come again.
Are you preoccupied? Are you busy? Spare a moment?
Make it quick.
Oh, I was just discussing, Mr. Exotic's crash here. And I just wanted to know if you would be willing to give us a little bit more information.
We're just chatting.
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss at the moment. I can provide details at a later date.
The one down there?
Very well.
Even a single dad, it's fucked up. God damn. Technically a single mom if you can't, I mean, Panini's kind of a safe right now, you know. Ooh, Panini. Bring back Panini. King of GM. Look around. If they could do it anywhere, it would be over here in the fancy beds.
Good day.
Looking for Mr. Exotic and or samples of him. Hello, Sloan.
There's something I can help you with.
Where you guys operated on Mr. Exotic. We need his blood for a legal case.
Right. I believe that's something we should be able to get to you.
Was involved.
The problem is we need it like now because we're doing a like BAC test.
Very well.
We're looking for Mr. Exotic's blood, but Sloan showed up, so maybe he can help us. Woo! And we're gonna have to like test it too. So.
Is he still in the cryopod explorer?
I don't know if he is still or not. I know, like, first had to leave because of the PR acting up and hurricane and stuff. But I mean, I imagine there might be some samples. You know, blood was drawn from him available. I would say.
Maybe that's it.
Most likely.
I kind of told her to use Veronica though, you know. But maybe.
Maybe she doesn't want to use a wyvern.
Should be able to extract some here.
Good about that. Oh, he's in there in the cryopod. Oh,
I believe that he's still there. If not, there
Alright.
should be samples at least.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a sample. That went out, not in. Right. Okay. Let's just take that and let's go to the lab. Yes. Something we can work with. Ah, here we go. Okay, so. Right, don't mind me, I'm just going to start getting samples. I'm also looking for more than just alcohol, if I'm being honest with you.
Indeed.
There we are. Okay, now we just sort of let it sit, I guess. I don't know where Explorer went. Looking for him again.
I believe there's something else going on over there.
Over there. Oh no. No, please. So, not feeling too comfortable in the road, wearing this armor around.
Dr. Johnny.
Dr. Johnny, alright. Good old feline, she seems nice. Slight eye patch thing going on, but hey, you two match. Is she here for like security, or I kind of figured she'd leave with Dr. Hofstein, but I guess not. Stein.
Can we discuss a different topic, please?
All right, sure. So, CC shot you, huh?
Ever the conversationalist, Cassian.
Hell yeah, you know it. I'm gonna have to kick the shit out of her and tell her what a contract is.
Indeed.
Okay. I'm getting the blood tested now. Hopefully it'll be finished soon. I don't know how long, genuinely. Are you talking CC or Mr. Exotic? The big man. I don't know how long Mr. Exotic is going to be here for. I don't even know if he is actually here or not. Also that. It's a little up in the air. So, all right. Hi. We're testing Mr. Exotic's blood here to see if he was on drugs or alcohol. Or drugged up alcohol. Or
Can I
druggy
get out the
alcohol.
door? Like, can I leave?
Yes.
You can just leave?
Testing
Okay,
the
thank
blood,
you.
you can see it has a very high alcohol content. He was very
Cool.
drunk.
All right. I'll just sort of take that. You know what's fun? You know what's always fun? Yeah, God damn it. Fucking okay. This spawn problem menu sucks.
It does. I hate it.
There is a bench right there.
Man. Oh shit, you're right.
What a fucking idiot.
This guy.
That guy. You did you ever want the answers to that guy that died the other session?
Oh, yes.
You want them now? I can just give them to you now, probably.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Well, how are you looking into him?
Goodbye.
I'm just pulling up the file so I can tell Boston about it.
Like an Avalon file, he doesn't even have insurance with Avalon, and you know that he hasn't seen Avalon in years, so you wouldn't have like the most up-to-date knowledge on him. Though, let me roll. Okay. Looking through his files, he just seems like an average slummer. Very, very much a slummer, not very financial. Like he's very poor.
Any criminal record?
Oh yeah, he has a criminal record. A lot of theft and burglary charges from when he was younger. Was never charged for what happened to Boston's girlfriend because he was never caught for that one. But he's had charges in the past prior to that. Never murder, but always like burglary, right? That's typically most of his charges are burglary. His name is Jack Ulrich. And looking deeper, you can see he was born on a Valkyrie mining planet.
Huh.
It seems like you look and at some point he was registered as Valkyrie property. long time ago, but he hasn't been registered as that in a long time.
Good to know.
Like I'd say he was registered as Valkyrie probably till he was 14, and then he kind of went off the radar quite a bit.
Very well. Anything else?
Yep. He's just kind of an average dude that has Valkyrie ties. Property of Valkyrie. Not like employee, but more property. And not really anything else. He's not really... I mean, you can find some sort of social media of his, and he doesn't post a lot, but it's often very human supremacist kind of stuff, so...
Right.
So he's just a human supremacist that used to be Valkyrie property and has committed a lot of burglary and crimes. Basically, that's it.
Good to note. And did that message get delivered to Liquid?
Yes. Yeah. I got to him like right away. So yeah, he got it.
Very good. I do want to let you know I'm going to be heading down to the sewers, and as soon as I get down there, I'll be turning off all of my tracking equipment.
Like tracking for Avalon, so
Yeah, so they know where I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
And I'll chalk it up later as interference.
Okie dokie.
Thank you. I take it he let himself out. But we need to get down there so that Johnny is not just running around in the dark. It's also good to know as well that Miss Winter is a much more malicious figure than I first thought. Right. Down we go. We should hopefully find him running around somewhere.
Did you ask for money? Because I didn't ask for money, and so I'm just amused by the fact that you can appear against the best deckers in the world for work for free, and just saying hi in the street. Whether or not it is what you folks say.
Just gonna wait until the.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness here. Are you clean?
I'm clean. You had someone else down here?
I've talked to Leet. He should be here at some point.
What's the situation?
It's... I don't know what to do, Johnny. Alice is alive. But he has her. And he's done something to her. She's that one walking around.
The one you referred to as feline? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, that's what he calls her. I'll be honest, Johnny. I need you now more than ever. I can't do anything. They're watching me at all times. Everyone in the clinic is now directly under his thumb.
I understand. The problem is, if we just take her, she's a fugitive forever.
Yes. I don't think that we can do anything for her right now. Miss Winter is one of his as well. Don't trust her.
Just only trust you, at least on the Avalon side.
I don't know what it's worth. But this... it's worse than I imagined. He wants to become... The speech he gave me in the clinic is insane. Of course, he's a human supremacist. Thinks that everything else is beneath him, but... he thinks that he can make himself into a god. Apparently, he's been roaming around on that ship from planet to planet and doing his work. He said that there were 37 other planets that he's been to. 37 that he's conquered. But he's here for a very specific reason. This is something that he only devoted to me. He is here looking for a specimen that his previous assistant helped escape. Something small, fuzzy with wings, that apparently has the means to give someone immortality.
See.
Apparently the escape pod just so happened to land here.
This is part of his plan to ascend to godhood.
Yes, I suppose it's not as direct like that.
Looks like he came down first.
New suit?
I'm here for a job.
Do you have any transponders on?
No.
Good. I was already telling Johnny. She's still alive. She's the one they're calling feline, walking around. And Dr. Holstein is... he's insane. He's a complete megalomaniac. He thinks that he has the means, or can get the means, to become immortal.
Not the first time I've heard that.
But this time, there's something tangible. The real reason that he's here is that there was a test subject that was his favorite, that the previous assistant helped escape. Apparently it landed here, small, fuzzy, with wings, and supposedly, with it, he could find a means to make himself immortal.
Mm. Did you get any other details?
Everyone in the clinic is under his thumb. The droid Cuthbert is his personal assistant, Winter is his, and now Alice is too.
And Rose? Is she still unchained?
Rose?
Little mute lady.
I don't know their position, but they seem subservient. Oh. They did just put in a new cybernetic eye. He's watching through it.
I see.
I don't know what to do.
Like I told you before, the only information I need to start is that crew list. And if I have names, at least I can start my work.
Are you talking about the list on the transport ship that shot her? I'll see what I can get for you. You honestly might be better just looking yourself.
Sounds like Sloan's going to be under tight watch. Wouldn't want him to expose himself unnecessarily.
Use an excuse to scrubbing information like you would anyway. Security is your detail after all.
I don't have good reason to look at that case. And Hofstein used this with Alice directly against me. He knew my relationship with her. He almost flaunts it over me every chance he gets.
If anyone wants a drink, the diamond's open, just FYI.
Yeah, we do still
my
have...
associate your contact.
There is one person that still works for the clinics that I believe is at least somewhat trustworthy, and that is Miss Zale. She's been keeping herself away from all of this nonsense. I'd keep her at arm's length, but perhaps you can use her for something.
No one involves her unless it's needed. If that's all, I'll just tell my associate the information you've given me.
Just be careful who you tell.
Understood. I'll see what I can come up with in terms of a plan.
Liet. Thank you.
Don't thank me till she's fixed.
If she can.
Only Anessa was still around.
Sorry, one more time.
Only Anessa was still around. Make things a shade easier.
There's a few people from before. I think that could have helped. Do you know anything that's going on with Cynthia?
I mean, I saw the news report with her name coming up. Other than that, not really. Other than seem to be having as bad a day as I have been.
Do you know who O'Hare is?
Terrorist? I know that there was a bounty out for her. We were looking for her earlier.
O'Hare is a changeling. And Cynthia is the same person.
I see.
She hasn't put on that armor in a very long time. And I don't know why she would. Valkyrie knows that that is a armor set to look for. She's had memory lapses in the past.
was Valkyrie personnel looking for her as well earlier.
Yes. What would you do in my shoes, Johnny?
I want every favor I've got. Try to find an angle. Which I guess is what you're doing.
I suppose so. I owe you my life, Johnny.
Exaggeration. Look, we'll find a way, Sloan. We'll find a happy end. There's always a way.
I truly hope
Just
so.
need to do something a little crazy.
Most likely. I wouldn't be surprised if things drastically change after all this is done and through. But I suppose it was about time for a change anyway. Right. I can't be down for too long. Thank you, Johnny.
I'll give it some thought. I'll find you another day. We'll figure something out.
Yes. Just try to warn everyone to stay away from me and the clinic.
Will do.
Thank you. Take care, Johnny.
Take care, Sloan.
Would be good to check on him.
Put the ball in their court. I can only hope that they have something that can help.
Car is still here. I'm amazed it hasn't been stolen.
This is Sloan on Avalon Comms. Is anyone still present?
Agent Sloan, myself, and Roxanne are still here.
Very good. Is Miss Roxanne to be treated as Avalon staff?
My understanding, yes.
Very well. Unless there is anything else you need me for, I will be taking a quick detour down to the Undercity. And we still need to find Cynthia. And Benny, for that matter. Here we go. Perfect. Good day, Miss Cynthia. I'm afraid with updates to some of the investigations from the day before, I would like to question you a bit about some of the events.
I'd like to paraphrase. I've been waiting here with him for, I think, upwards to an hour because he's been requesting you.
Very well.
So we go together or I don't go?
Alright.
Fan-freaking-tastic. There's gonna have to be a conversation with not me. Will you settle it if there is that conversation? You're the only one I know that can handle it. He somewhat respects you. Somewhat. Not really. He still thinks you're stupid.
Like this way, if you would.
Ah. Fantastic. I missed you, Stephen. Sloan. Oh, sorry. Our previous arrangement of being... Zip.
Righty. You already issued the fine yesterday, but with revision of the footage, in light of that, it has come to light that there was a suspected accomplice with you. So before any further investigation, I first wish to question you and see if you would like to come forward with the name of the individual.
I said, I don't even know about what happened.
The events 2 days ago, with the ship in the wasteland.
Mm-hmm. I saw the footage.
Very well.
Is it? I can't remember.
If that would be the case, I
Doesn't
will...
exactly keep
Sloan.
control when like that.
You get an emergency beep on your watch, and it shows that one of your patients, a Mr. Exotic, in his stasis chambers is in very bad condition. Maybe some kind of malfunction, but his vitals are not looking good.
Wonderful. Send a ping to Feline. Get them here as soon as possible.
To who?
Renegade.
God, thank you.
Right. I'll just say, if you don't want to make this easy, I will have to get a warrant and start examining your place of residence.
I would comply if I actually could remember.
And I encourage
If
you
you
to
want
think
to talk to who
harder.
actually did it, You want that in your place? You have to condone it. You want the person involved? I'm not him. I'm just the flesh tube that he sits in.
Indeed.
I already know you all know it's me.
And isn't it wild that Miss O'Hare seemed to resurge today? Strange known terrorist. Who would have thought it? I think that would be Union.
A quick update. I don't. What was it? Apparently, Renegade is not in the Undercity, and I don't see Renegade on map currently.
Oh. Interesting. Well, regardless, I would like to try and move him to a different stasis pod.
Got it. Okay.
Right. That's an interesting place to grab.
I will say that again, you're pretty quick on it. I thought last I checked on you were in the sewers. I was like, oh wow, okay, it's already here. He's just at a minor wound right now.
Sorry, what was that last bit?
He'd be at a minor wound right now.
He would?
Yes.
Right, okay. And does it seem to be working fine now?
Would appears so. The vital kind of stabilizing is all, just the current injury is all. But yeah, besides that, seems okay.
Okay.
It kind of seems like the one over here just had some type of discharge or some malfunction of some kind.
I do have some suspects, but instead I'm going to simply send a ping to the engineering department to come fix it. That should be everything. Thank you. Anything new to say?
Same facts. I have no memory or recollection of the events.
Whatever. I suppose I'll be following up tomorrow. With that said, I'll
So,
see you.
sure we'll have lots to talk about then.
Indeed. I'll see you both out, and please do have a discussion with Mr. Falco.
I need to figure something out.
Thank you for your time.
Hello there, Stephen Beaven.
Hello, Governor.
Hello there.
I'd like to send another